So, Cameron Mathison.
Yes, that's me.
Ryan Lavery on All My Children. Now, All My Children has been on the air for about 41 years now. And it was abruptly canceled in April, but brought back to life in July.
Life is good.
What has changed for you as a person as well as an actor from the time that the show was canceled to now July where the show is being resurrected?
Well, truthfully, in my mind still I'm thinking of it as canceled because the show will be online for sure. It's official, it's happening, but that we haven't been invited to that show, right? So they're dealing with what they got to deal with, and we don't know. There's too much uncertainty there. So for my peace of mind, I'm excited for the fans. I'm excited for the company that bought All My Children One Life to Live. I think it's, seriously, for what we understand, it's going to be super cool. But at the same time, I don't want to get my hopes up because they haven't made any offers, they haven't done anything like that. So in my eyes, I'll let you edit this together. In my eyes, in my mind, my show that I'm on ends in 5 weeks. The show that's being picked up starts in January. And I think I'm really excited about it from a distance, but it's not my show yet. I'm not part of it yet. So I'm excited mostly for the fans. Yeah.
Now, again, relating to the All My Children and cancellation in April.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, the soaps were dying, according to everyone.
Yeah.
But now, as the year is getting to a close,
yeah,
we're now learning that soaps are now thriving with the online aspect, as well as now a reality show.
Yeah. I don't know much about the reality show, but I guess it's just been announced, right?
Yeah, Kelly Ripa and Martin Spence apparently producing.
All right, well, there you
Dirty
go.
soap.
Yeah, you know, what we've learned, and I hope I do this justice, is that so network television, big corporation television, have got certain amount of time slots only, right? And so just because All My Children One Life to Live are off the air, it doesn't mean that there wasn't a success. It just means in big business, you know, is there something in there that could have made more money? There's only one time slot available, right? You can't. There's not like this one network. Right? Whereas online, it's a very different story. So on network, they understandably, big business, they could find something that makes more money. So it doesn't mean that All My Children was a failure. It just simply means that for big business, it wasn't the best fit. Now for this entrepreneurial company, for the internet company, they don't have the same restrictions that network television has. You can watch the show, any show, whenever you want. The different types of advertising. I mean, like, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I just know far fewer restrictions, and I think because of that, things like and because of the fact that there's a daily production here, that it's a really good fit, you know. So from what I understand, but again, I don't want to pretend like I know more than I do because I really don't. But I do know that just because it came off the air of All My ABC, it doesn't mean that it wasn't doing well. Apparently, they were still making good money, but they could make a lot more. So you know, big business, you got to do what you got to do, you know. So it's not really, yeah.
So now tell us more about your character Ryan. And now, as you had mentioned, the show's going to a close on ABC.
Yeah.
Tell us more about Ryan's storyline with Greenlee, and especially now that Leo's back.
Yeah. Oh, that Leo. I just interviewed him today, actually, for TV Guide Network. Well, there's been a lot of ups and downs in Ryan and Greenlee's life, both individually and as well as a coupleship. And I think for them to live happily ever after, there's two main obstacles to get through, and I think really it's sort of like Leo and Jillian. And so the rest of the show, the next 5 weeks, are largely based on whether or not that they can overcome these obstacles. And I don't want to give it away, but I think it's going to be really cool.
Now, you had mentioned that you interviewed him today for TV Guide Network.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy the interview aspect? Because I know you work with Good Morning America as a contributor. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, I love him. I find it fascinating to learn about different subjects and you know, as an actor, to get the attention off me and onto somebody else, like what you're doing right now. You know, like in this moment, you're like trying to be interested in me, and it's fun for me as an actor where you've got to be really a little bit overly self-concerned, as we've seen in society when you have entertainment business. It's fun for me to kind of like just really focus on whatever it is I'm focusing on. There's no camera. I'm here purely to facilitate the piece and learn more about what I'm doing. And for me, that's very liberating, and I love to learn about things that I didn't know before. So I love to study other people, and like here I am, you know, asking Josh some questions that I actually already know the answers to, but it's still fun for me to kind of like really dive in there and talk to him about it.
So now, you were on Dancing with the Stars a couple years ago.
I was.
Have you kept any of the steps?
Yeah, I am touring. No, I don't really dance anymore. I don't know if I ever really necessarily danced. I just kind of faked it. But nah, I mean, you know, it was. I did a little bit with my wife, and we took some cool tango lessons together and had some fun. But it's not something I continue now.
Well, thank you so much, Cameron.
Yeah.
And we'll see you inside.
Okay. Thanks for talking to me.